Parashat Nitzavim 3. The reference here is to Pasuk, Perek Kaftet, Pasuk Kafhet, Hanistarot La'adoshem Elokenu, Haniglot Lanu Banenu Ad Olam. The words Lanu Banenu Ad, there are 11 dots in the Torah that are on those letters. Lanu Banenu and the Ayin of Ad. According to the Gemara in Sanhedrin, Perek Mem Gimal Amud Bet. Rashi, here, I think there's probably a mistake in the way it was brought down. Rashi writes, Al Lanu Banenu Le Darush, and he leaves off the Ad, the Ayin of Ad, and in fact, in the Rabbeinu Bachia, quoting Rashi, he does include it. So there was a Ta'ut Sofer over here. But it's 11 dots, including the Ayin of the word Ad, and it indicates when you have these kinds of dots on top of the letters, it's lema'et, it's to minimize or reduce something that actually a thought that's there. Haniglot lanu banenu ad olam, Rashi brings down, there's a machlok in the Gemara, what is minimized, but according to the way Rashi brought it down here, that the niglot, even those mitzvot that and the averot that was done in this case, there our responsibility to carry out the justice for them one way or another. Some say actually relates to Hanistarot, those that we really don't even know about. We're still in the end, because Arivim Zelazeh, we're responsible to carry out justice. But according to one opinion, and the one that broke down here with Rashi, that the niglot, those that are obvious, were not actually enforced. The punishment for those particular events which were clear and open were not enforced until Bnei Yisrael passed through the Yarden from the eastern side of the Jordan to the western side. Nonetheless, in either case, there are 11 dots to indicate that something was minimized first. It wasn't done exactly the way it's written in this pasuk, but that something was minimized in the process, either from the nistarot to enforce punishment, since arevim zelazeh bnei Yisrael, or from the niglot that they weren't. The punishment wasn't enforced until after Bnei Yisrael passed into Eretz Canaan through the Yarden. The Hezekuni writes, actually, yes, 11 dots, but because they really belonged under the words Ladoshem Elokenu, where there are 11 letters from the Lamed and Ladoshem till the Vav in Elokenu. There are 11 letters if you count them, and the dots should have been there. But because we don't want to minimize anything related to Kadosh Baruch Hu, the dots were placed under Lanu Banenu, Ad, and the Ayin of Ad. So therefore, those 11 were really, they belonged over the words Lashem Elokenu, but they were moved because the Hesaron of Kadosh Baruch Hu, anything associated with the Kadosh Baruch Hu, you don't have a Hesaron, you don't have a minimization, Has v'Shalom, so they were moved. But they really were under Hanistarot. In other words, those that are the Averot for the particular cases that only HaKadosh Baruch Hu knew about. They were not openly done, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu had to mete out the punishment. The dots belong there, but they were moved over because of the fact that you can't show any Hisaron or minimization with HaKadosh Baruch Hu.